Happy new moon eclipse in the sign of Virgo, which is the endings of some old traits to do with Virgo, our daily habits, our health, our worth and value, good enough wounds. Now, between now and the end of the year, we are purging. And this last eclipse energy, the last moon eclipse of 2025 is a big one. It's coming in to say it's not coming with you, carrying over into the next 2026 year. So this is going to be looking at certainly health, the Virgo traits, health, daily habits, daily practices. Where's it got too much? Where's it got too heavy? And why do you say yes when you really mean no? Where have you lost yourself in your responsibilities? All these things are coming up in Virgo season, where you use giving your mind and your body, which is Virgo energy, where you give that over, out of a fear, out of a lack, out of an old habit, an old culture, an old belief. We're healing a lot of that ancestral karmic energy right now, guys, because Saturn, which is linked with karma, and eclipses are linked with the South Node, which this eclipse is, and that's our past. And it's saying, right, that's enough now. Let's just drop this baggage. It's not yours to carry anymore. This lesson's come in, you've learned, you've grown, but now it's too heavy. This certainly can indicate relationships coming up, because this happens at the 29th degree, which is the last degree before it steps over into Libra season. Within 24 hours, we step into the Libra energy, which is the equinox. So this is a cardinal energy, and that's all about relationships. So how you and what you release now in this eclipse, you're going to see unfold for the next couple of months of we're not on the same page anymore, or people coming from the past, and if they've done the healing, you're going to reunite or transform that relationship. But because you're dropping the baggage, you are no longer carrying a heavy identity. We're finding out who we really are with this new moon. So let's go into my cards. I'm going to give them a quick shuffle. They already have been shuffled, guys. And let's see what's coming up for us. What is being eclipsed? What is being eclipsed? The new you is emerging. Don't let the blocks, the lack of self-confidence get in the way. Let's have a look. What have we got? We've got the Seven of Swords. Now, this is air elemental. This is deception. If you look at it, it's got a man carrying 5 swords, looking back at the 2 that stood behind. Now, I'm looking at this. The 2 of Swords in tarot is actually Saturn in Libra. And this is where we've learned lessons about relationship dynamics. How are you showing up? Where have you been? Where's the relationships in your world? Highlighted some things you needed to see, to do with good enough wounds, to do with ego mind, to do with the perfectionism, to do with the fear. He's looking back at that and saying, right, I'm setting myself free from something now. He's carrying 5 swords. 5 is about freedom, but 5 is about conflict. So it's where we look at our conflict and you'll all know what these are. These are not new. So there's nothing new coming in with this energy, because it's linked to the South Node, which is karma, which is our past that we need to leave behind. And he's saying, I'm leaving behind now. I've learned, thank you very much. I'm making peace with the past and I'm moving on. I'm setting myself free from that old conflict. Brilliant. Between now and the end of the year, we are rising from the ashes. We're setting ourselves free from something. 2025 adds up to a 9 universal number, which 9s are about endings, completion. So we're purging. We have been all year, but as the year ramps up to the end, it's going to be ramping up, because it's saying you're not taking it over, especially into the February of 2026, because there's a brand new astrological cycle happening with some big planets, and it's a 0 degrees. So anything at 0 degrees, it's a brand new chapter. And this is saying it's time to burn away, to cleanse away, to let go of the old. And we're rising from the ashes. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable right now, guys. Look at the gift. The universe is bringing this in. It's there, but you have to make room for it. Now, did I mention Saturn is connected to this eclipse energy? Now, Saturn is the taskmaster. He's in the sign of Pisces for the last couple of months, and then he's never going to be in there again for a long time. So he's coming to dissolve. Pisces is the end of the zodiac, so it's the endings, the end of the end. because this is coming in. There's the portal there. There's a portal that we're opening up at our new beginning. You can see it in the distance. You might not have it in your hand yet. This is asking you to look after your mind, look after your body, say no where you need to say no, and allow something to flow and dissolve. The moon. Moon is Pisces. Looking at the areas of our life where we've been escaping. Pisces is about the escapism. It's the dreamer. It's the illusion. Where have you been doing things? Now we're going to go back into this new moon eclipse, the Virgo energy, to do with health, nutrition. Where do we do things out of escapism? What do we do how do we deal with stress? How do we deal with distraction? We can use escapism in many ways. They don't have to be the usual culprits, sex, rock, drugs, whatever it is. Drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Oh, I shouldn't have maybe said that word. Feminine. The feminine sensual energy. Where are we rising and taking back our power with the moon? The moon is the feminine aspect of us, whether man or woman. Where's your fire being diminished? Where's your alchemy, your creativity? Because we've been too heavy in the masculine. Whether you're a man or a woman, we've been heavy in the masculine. Because we don't know any difference. We only know how to survive in this world. We don't know how to thrive. And this is saying that this moon is going to illuminate where we've been surviving, where we've got lost in our daily habits, our duties, our not good enough wounds, our fears of rejection and abandonment, our competitive energy. Where have you took on roles at work, in the family, and took on too much, but you had a fear that if you didn't do that, somebody would come in and take that role from you. External validation. Where do you need external validation? It's time to give the internal validation. That's all you need. When we have external validation wounds, we're always thriving for more. The more certifications, the more courses, the more, and yes, it's lovely to expand and grow, I'm not saying that, but this is where we are taking on that much where we have lost ourselves and we're not giving it 100%. Now, when Saturn's involved, he's asking you to do, if you're going to commit to something, give it 100%. Now, you can't give 100% to 10 plates spinning. It's asking you to declutter with this Virgo energy. Wow. The lovers, choices to be made. This is where we've been settling for less. This is the story of Adam and Eve. And Adam was married to Lilith, his first wife, but she wanted her relationship with Adam to be equal, give and take. So she said no to his sexual demands, apparently. And then she was cast out. Don't know what happened to her. I can't imagine it was very good. And so she had a scorned woman wound that we're all healing. Because all she wanted was balance, justice, equal. Where in your world have you had relationships where there's no reciprocity? Where is it that you are now realizing that you're on different pages? This is where some choices might need to come in, especially going into Libra season, which is all about relationships. Or where can unions come together where we've all been doing the work and we're now on the same page? Eve came in and she succumbed to Adam's demands. So she was always not good enough. She always held a lack wound, in my opinion. This is my version of Adam and Eve, the simplified version. So she was always not good enough. She was always being of service with her body, her mind. So she carries this wound. And this is what the world's been co-created upon. The Fool, this is the reset. Here we go. Aries reset, February. This is the bigger picture. This is where we've got to look at the bigger picture. This is what we're heading towards. So come February, your life's going to look very different based upon the choices you make right now. Putting boundaries in, looking after your health, your mind, These are all our daily habits, but it comes down to that self-worth and value. Let me shuffle the Moonology deck. I can't get my words out. It's where we've not been seen, heard and recognised. Very much this energy of Mercury, the mind. Let's have a look. The energy is gaining momentum. It's gaining momentum to the 0 point, to February. And you might be thinking, oh, do I have to wait till February? No, you don't. You can take that first step now. And I think this is where this eclipse energy is going to show you. We already know where this is. But as it unfolds, eclipse energy lasts a little bit longer over the next few months, certainly. But I feel like towards the end of December, we're going to have made a lot of choices based on what's good for our heart. What else do we have? Because we're working through this scorpionic energy, working through our fears. Scorpio is the deepest psychological zodiac in the wheel. And it will dig deep into our emotions. It trusts its intuition. But also, if wounded, it can hold itself back emotionally. There's something to do with this Scorpio energy that's big. Being of service to others. This is where you feel you're in debt. Karmic debt. That could play out in something to do with others' money. So in the astrological wheel, there's polarities. So we have a polarity with Virgo, which is Pisces. There's opposite sign, and we're always trying to get the balance of both to find the equilibrium. With Scorpio, it's Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is about beauty, our self-worth, our value. It's what we earn, what we go out to earn, our money in the bank. Scorpio is the opposite sign. It's other people's money. It's what we are in debt for, like car loans, mortgages. And it's something to do with this, where you feel in debt to something. This is a big Scorpio wound. This also can be karmic debt, where you feared some kind of punishment, some kind of persecution, for not giving your mind, your body, your time, your service away. Wow, that's a deep one. Emotions are running high. Supermoon, again, very emotional times. Virgo is associated with Chiron, the wounded healer. So it's bringing up the past wounds to be seen. So yes, they're going to be emotional. But it wants you to let them flow. Pisces is the tears. It's dissolving. It's allowing them to flow. This is not yours to carry anymore, but you have to release it. You can't hang on to it. So if you think about a river, it wants them to flow. Energy in motion, emotions. The answers you need are coming. Like I said, you might not see the bigger picture now, but try and flow through and navigate this energy, guys. There's a brand new version of you. The one that's confident but knows her worth, his worth, and does things with confidence and authenticity. No need to impress anybody but yourself. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. Even when things around you might show you otherwise. You're very close to achieving your goal. Love this. It's like as if I'm telling the story and my cards are backing me up. You've got cosmic backup. You're protected, guys. You're protected. Balance spirituality and practicality. When things are getting tough, find the inner peace. Even if you haven't got the answers, remember, are coming, but they might not be here yet. Find solitude, breath work, meditation. Just going for a walk, taking some breaths, and calm your nervous system down. There's a lot of fear in the world right now. Well, it has been for a long time, but there's a lot of fear. So you won't find the peace externally. Just like you won't find, or you shouldn't find, the acknowledgement of your worth externally. It's all internal. You're the magician. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Wow. Let's delve in. Oh, let me just pull this one. A new romantic cycle begins. He's that Libra energy. New relationships are hitting an all-time high, or if they're being highlighted where they're organically going to be resolved, dissolved. And we're also going to get karmic balance. But this is saying go into the more Piscean energy. Don't go into that Virgo mind of it's your fault, it's his fault, it's her fault. Look at the dynamic as, what have I learned through this difficult relationship, this situationship? And look at how I've grown. And this way, the new cycle, you're falling back in love with yourself, the masculine, the feminine. You're having trust, because if you've got trust within you, a stable masculine and a creative, loving feminine, that's all you need. That's all you need. I'm going to now go into my quantum oracle and get a message from there. Let's pull 3 cards and I'll read from the book with any that I feel we need further insight upon. If you haven't already, guys, do hit that subscribe button. It helps my channel to grow and for me to be seen and appreciated. Not that I need external validation, but it just helps other people get the messages. See what I did there? You can if you want. I'm not bothered whether you do or you don't. I know my worth. Okay, let's have a look. Letting go. We are letting go of the doors that are not taking us anywhere, served a purpose. By golly, have they? Thank you very much. Let them go with peace. Let them go with love. But look at this door now. There's the bigger picture. It's open. There's the star. There's your wish fulfillment. I feel like these dogs are trying to pull her back. If you look at this, she's looking at that door. She's saying, no, I want to get to this door. Come on, we've got to go through there. And they want to pull her back in the past. But there might be a reason for this. You might have to go back to let go before you can step through that door. Wow. What else do we have? Sacred temple. This is that feminine, looking at that Piscean energy, trusting our intuition, the sacred temple. Remember, you are the sacred temple. This is why Virgo's coming in to say, honor your sacred temple. Some foods might be too heavy now. They used to serve a purpose, you used to enjoy them, but now they're too heavy. Because you're lighter, you're bringing in more light. So just pay attention. And when we're eating, and I'm guilty, I used to be, I try not to be, I try to be more conscious of this. But when you're eating, see how your body feels after you've eaten it. Are you running about eating a sandwich while hoovering up? I've done that before. And how can you then digest? Virgo is about the digestion. How can you then digest? How can you allow them beautiful nutrients to be digested if you are not even giving your body a chance? Your mind's all over the place. I'm hoovering, I'm doing this, you're spinning a million plates. Your mind's not on the job in hand, and Saturn's not going to let us do that anymore. It's saying slow down. If you were going to commit to something, to your nutrition, to your health, to your job, to your purpose, to your daily habit, you do it properly. So this is where we might be getting challenged. To just re-examine, slow down, listen to your body rather than your mind. What else do we have? Number 3, fragmented energy. There you go. And this is the card I'm going to read. This is a woman looking up at the sky, and there's a lot of water. So that's very Piscean. Emotions, sea, dissolving, karma, her intuition. And there's lots of dangly pieces of the puzzle, of the jigsaw. Now there's one piece missing, and that's over her heart. Open to receive the feminine love for yourself, then others, with a balance. Do things from your heart. And if they're not in your heart and are not aligned to the heart, say no. This is where we trust our body rather than our mind. Let me read from that. Let me stick my glasses on. Number 6. Number 6, energy. Number 6. I'll hold the card up. So she says, too many pieces. This card shows a woman wading through high water with puzzle pieces all around her. She is part of the puzzle, and her own picture is not complete. Like the woman on the card, you may feel like you're pushing against the current with the pieces of your life all over the place. This card reveals a split in your energy and your attention. You may have too much to do, with the tasks of your personal and work life completely taken over. If you're hurrying through life and frantic about getting everything done, you are fragmenting your energy. Balance is necessary now. It's time to slow down. Reduce your have-tos and give yourself a break. If you don't, your agitated energy will block the very achievements you're trying to work so hard to achieve. The other message here is that you may be looking at too many options when considering some future projects. You have lots of good ideas to take in many different directions, but this indecision splits your energy and slows you down or stops you completely. Make some specific choices and set a plan. Choose the path that calls from your heart. But you can always change things later on. But for now, it's time to focus, not fragment your energetic power. So this is saying, I release striving and bring peace and focus to my life and goals. I move through my day at a leisurely pace. And that's because we're doing it from our heart, not our ego for that external validation. Wow, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, 22 minutes in-ish. Happy New Moon. Happy New You. Take good care.